Hello everyone and welcome back to The Long Dark with me, just Joe. So when we last left off, I had just killed a wolf and taken its hide. So all I've done is, store my meat. I cooked, I ate, I slept. It's first thing in the morning. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. So I just want to show you guys really quick kind of like some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I have moved all my food into this refrigerator. As you can see, ton of food. What I'm trying to do right now, let's see, I'm more thirsty than hungry. I'm not too worried about the hunger. But what I'm trying to do is mostly stick to eating the meat and the wolf meat and the venison that's going to go bad. I'm going to take a little bit of water right now just so I can drink. I'm not going to worry about eating right now as I'm okay. But let me just get some water in me. So, I have plenty of gut from the deer carcass that I found and the wolf that I killed to make some snares. So the plan is going to be, we're going to go make some snares. We're going to take them over to Jackrabbit Island. We're going to go hit up the other island and scavenge that thing out and make it empty. Bring it all back home with us. So that's the plan for today. So let me go ahead and get out of here. Sorry, I got locked up there for a second. And let's do this. Okay, so the weather's a bit funky. Hopefully that clears up while we're crafting in here. Can hope that it does. If not, then I'll just have to kill some time. But let's see here. So what I've kind of done is I still have, this is where I keep the hunting rifle and everything. I don't have it on me right now. I have them both in the drawer. I'm keeping, I'm going to end up moving this stuff, my first aid, into the house. There's a drawer right outside the bathroom I'm using for that. If you remember, I was having my food in here. Food's gone. This is all now crafting stuff like sewing kits and simple tools and extra tools like storm lantern, things like that. Like I said, certain items can break to where they're not repairable, I believe. So I'm just trying to keep a little bit of extra stock on me. I got tons of cloth. I've put extra clothes inside the house. But what I need to do actually, I have gut, but what I need to do is forage for some reclaimed wood. I have 4 pieces of gut, so let's get 4 pieces of reclaimed wood. See, this will kill a little time between this and the crafting. I'm hoping that the weather clears up. Why is it dark? Okay, there we go. So, I should have, yeah, okay, so it's 1 gut, 1 reclaim. Okay, so it says it's 0.5 hours. Tools to use, none. So I have no tools on me. Let's go ahead and grab some simple tools, because it says it takes a half hour to do without the simple tools. Let's see how long it takes with simple tools. 0.37 hours. Okay, so it's a little bit shorter. I mean, might as well use the tools since we have them. Let's craft some snares. It's not too long to craft snares, so I think I'm going to go ahead and craft all 4. I think that's going to be the plan. I'll set up all 4 snares over on Jackrabbit Island where it just seemed like they're everywhere, so. Okay. I'm wondering now if I should have used up all the gut, but hey, I don't even think you don't get gut from rabbits either, I don't think. I think they're too small. But let's see here. I want to make these rabbit skin mittens. I need 4 rabbit pelts and I need 2 gut. Okay, so I'm not going to get, or is it fish you don't get gut from? I know you don't get gut from fish. I don't know if you get gut from rabbit or not. We'll find out. Hunger's a little high. I know I said I wasn't going to...
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I wasn't going to eat the pre-made food, but I just want to take care of that hunger a little bit. Okay, so yeah, it made me thirsty, but I have water on me, so I'll just drink. I know you guys might be thinking, like, I'm not that hungry, I'm not that thirsty. I just don't like not remembering, and then all of a sudden you're starving in the long run. So, let's keep our fingers crossed for the weather outside. Let's hope we can actually see where we're wanting to go. Oof. Still a little ugly out. I don't know if I'll be able to see where I'm trying to go. Whew. It is a bit risky to go out. There is one other house that was over here that I wanted to go through, so just for the time being, while the weather doesn't really allow us to do what I want to do, let's go ahead and check out this house over here real quick. You know, with as big and red as these mailboxes are, and like as much as they really stand out, I thought that you would be able to go ahead and grab something from inside, but you can't. So we'll go ahead and go inside here, just take a quick peek around. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, let's see what we got inside here. Pull the lantern out just for a little bit of better light. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got. So let's take everything right now. Let's just take it. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to take stuff or if I didn't want to take stuff. Oh, look, there's simple tools right down there next to the stove here. They put stuff in weird places. It's why you always kind of have to like weave around. Never just assume that only because there's 6 inches between that filing cabinet and that wall that there won't be anything in between there. You know, that's one thing that's kind of interesting to think about. I don't know how they decide, or what kind of like engine decides where loot spawns. I mean, obviously loot has to spawn in places that you can get to it. Occasionally there's been glitches in this game where loot has spawned where you can't get to it, but they've jumped on that really quickly and fixed it usually.
That'll come in handy.
Nothing worse than seeing something you need, not being able to grab it. I think it happened to me in this game with a pair of gloves that just happened to be laying somewhere and I couldn't quite reach them. Okay, so that's empty. Hopefully by the time we're done doing this... You know, there was beef jerky in the other house just sitting there. Fur firewood. Fur firewood's good for crafting, so I just leave that there. Well, you know, I'm taking everything I'm finding. Cedar firewood I'm not too worried about. I'll take the fur firewood. I'll put that with the crafting items. Cotton socks.
I could use this.
More painkillers. So yeah, the other house is set up just like this one as far as internally. So what I've been doing is, in the other one, I'll have to show you guys, but I'm using this for storing clothes, this for storing first aid. And then in the living room by the fireplace, using that to store all my fire making materials. Just trying to be a little organized with my stuff. Put stuff where, you know, you think it would seem to make sense. You know, a lot of these games have like chests that just, you could put as much stuff in, and, you know, I've done that, and then when you're trying to find something and you're scrolling through 300 other items, it's a pain in the butt, so. That's why I now try to have a sense of organization, especially if I'm planning on like long term. If it's short term and you're not caring about your inventory, what it looks like, then it doesn't really matter.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I can always scavenge for cedar firewood, so I'm not worried about taking that. Take the sewing kit though. That seems to be a common spawn place for a sewing kit. I think in 2 houses now on top of that little cabinet I've found sewing kits. Okay. No, I was hoping I don't get too heavy from this. Either way, we are going to go set our snares. I'm at 61 pounds. Okay, so I did get heavy. I wasn't planning on it. But how about this? If the weather holds out right now when we step outside, please. Yes, awesome. Okay. Go ahead and put this away. I am going to make the run out to Jackrabbit Island. Let me just double check and make sure I got those snares on me. Yeah, okay, I got 4 snares. I'm going to set the 4 snares. I'm not going to go back to the other island right now because I'm already too heavy, so it would be no point in trying to pick up a bunch of stuff. It would take me forever to run back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out to Jackrabbit Island. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking back there. I'm going to run out to Jackrabbit Island. I'm going to set the snares. I'll come back. And then I'll go unload all my stuff. I'll make a trip out to the other island to pick up all that stuff. And then back out there and then back to the coastal highway. If the snares do well, I may reset on Jackrabbit Island. Might just leave them there. So let's just go set them first. Yeah, if the snares do well out there, I might just get the animal from it and reset the snares. I do apologize if you can hear my dog barking. She's barking at imaginary nothings. She's getting a little old. She's a good old girl, though. Still think she's the gladiator guard dog. You can run right up to that animal, hit it with a hatchet. That's one thing that I have wanted for this game is some kind of melee system. Like if you can sneak up on the backside of a deer, why can't you just hit it with a hatchet? I mean, I know that sounds horrible when I say it like that, but seriously. So I have never successfully snared, so this will be kind of exciting for me because I've never actually seen what my snare looks like with a rabbit corpse in it. I've seen my empty snares all over the place. So I'm hoping that on Jackrabbit Island, where I seem to have seen tons of rabbits, I will be successful. I'm not sure like quite where to place them. I don't know how realistic they went in this game, if they have like game trails that the rabbits typically follow, or I don't know how involved their implementation of that system was. It looks like a rabbit right there. Right over there. Yep, that is a rabbit. Okay, so I see rabbits up there. Okay, rabbits on the other side of this tree. Okay, time to... Okay, I just saw one running like up here. Put one there. And let's see. What the heck, right here, right? So that's a snare. I want to also place them where I'm going to remember them, so I don't just lose my snares. What the heck, let's see here. You can't rotate this thing. It's kind of like set it where it is. So with snares, it's kind of like an old infomercial. Just set it and forget it. I don't know how long this is going to take for like to catch rabbits, but I could be placing them in like totally the wrong spot, but I just want to kind of keep them. There's a rabbit right there. I'm going to place it right where I saw him. He was right here. Yeah, just run through that little loop, buddy. Run through that little loop for me. Is it another... That's a wolf on a downed deer. Well, I am just going to take a little bit of advantage of the fact that there's a carcass there. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Let me see here. If I can... I do have my gun. I do have my gun. I could get another wolf hide. He's eating. I don't care that I'm encumbered. If I can get another wolf hide, that's one step closer to my... I totally forgot I was carrying the gun. Let me try and sneak up on this guy. Now they've added this that you're sent on the wind, but I don't know which way the wind's blowing. The wind's blowing... I was gonna say... I'm just gonna try to get up out of sight. Let me get off this crouch. People are probably like, just take the shot. Where do you die? I am not gonna rush this and risk losing this. And I also don't feel like wasting 4 rounds. Yeah, I don't feel like that's close enough yet. I wonder how close you can get while they're feeding. I'm just gonna stay here. If I see any sign that he looks like he's gonna take off, I'm just taking the shot. Just slowly creep up. It's not quite good enough, I don't think. Come on. He's still eating. He doesn't even know I'm here yet. Okay. Come on. I'm whispering. Okay. I'm gonna take the shot, guys. Is he bleeding? He's bleeding. He's running the way I need to go anyway. I know I left the gut back there on that guy, but I don't want to let this guy get away. I think its deerskin boots are cool and all, but a wolf coat, that's cooler. And I think you only need 4 wolf hides. And I've got a good shot on him. He's already injured. If I can catch up to him and get a second shot. And I guess the good thing you could say is he was running towards the coastal town site, so that means... Okay. He's walking back towards me. That's the same wolf. I gotta get a clean shot. Come on. Okay, I got it. Woo! Sorry, my brother. 11 pounds. Oh, man. I'm going to be so overweight. This is ridiculous. I don't even know if I should do that. I'm like going to be so encumbered. Definitely taking the hide. I'll probably be just wiping through calories now because of all the weight I have extra on me. He's still running. How much do I weigh? 70 pounds. I'm not as over as I thought I was going to be honest with you. But I'm getting thirsty and hungry. I picked up all this stuff right off of him. Got the hide and everything, right? Other? Yeah, okay, there's the hide. That's a lot of meat, too. Yeah, so I got it all. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was missing. I saw gut, too. That was the other thing I wanted to get. Log sort. I am not worried about checking this place out right now, because I know I need to get back down to the coastal town site, because I'm already over with my recommended weight limit. Well, we have 2 wolf pelts. I guess I accidentally had my rifle on me this time. I'm going to continue to carry it. I guess it's a good idea. You know, I had initially said I wasn't going to be an opportunistic hunter and I wasn't going to carry that thing with me. Or carry this thing with me. I was only going to go hunting when I was out for the purpose of hunting, but that's twice now I would have missed out on a wolf. That was actually pretty easy to get, and I did much better this time. It took half the shots this time to get the wolf down, so I'm going to carry the rifle with me from now on, and I'm going to try, because I'm only 2 wolf pelts away now from making that wolf coat, so that's been one of my goals in this game. So I'm doing better on this run through than any of my others, to be honest with you. Pretty excited about that. I'm confident that my snares will actually catch rabbits this time. I am closer to the wolf coat than I've ever been, even though I know just 2 pelts isn't exactly like super close, but just take a quick gander. So I just put that stuff back. But I'll definitely make a mental note. I have plenty of cloth right now, and I have tons of extra clothes at the house, so I don't have any reason to take anything else that I would only use for making cloth. Now I know that running like this is just making... Well, sprinting automatically burns more calories than walking, and then I think walking encumbered, or sprinting encumbered, both of those also burn more calories than if you weren't. But it looks like I'm back to the coastal town site already, so... Alright. So we did scavenge the house. We did go set our snares on Jackrabbit Island. We also acquired ourselves yet another wolf coat. So I'm going to go ahead and call this video here. And when we come back, we'll go check our snares, scavenge the other island, and if we could get another wolf or two, that would be great, but we'll see what happens. So until then, I just want to say, everyone, thanks for watching and have a great day.